Good evening, YouTube. It's Brew by Me coming at you from Ontario, Canada. I'm back again with another review. I'm going to be reviewing the last beer from Broken Stick Brewing Company, which I went to last week. This week I'm going to be on the pail. So this is their Socks and Sandals IPA. Socks and Sandals IPA, 67 IBU, 6.2% ABV. And in my last video with the Tipsy Pale Ale, I told you a bunch about them. Anyways, just before I get to the beer, my lovely wife, brought me this back. Power and Influence. And right down there, you see right Ottawa Beer City. So I opened it up. Ottawa's tapping into craft beer. At the top there you see Dominion City Brewing Company, which they just opened up in August. And then bottom there you see Steve Tim, the governors of in Ottawa, I would say. Cool. And also
Ottawa and surrounding area craft breweries, contract brewers opening soon, brew pubs, and best places to grab a craft pint. So, oh yeah, there's a little bit of an article on Kishisipi owner right there, the mover and shaker, Kishisipi Beer Company. These guys, his name's Paul. These guys, they want to stay local. They don't want to expand. They just want to stay in the Ottawa area, and that's perfectly fine by them. They have a few beers, and their beers are good. So, from what this magazine got, the surrounding area craft breweries are Beau's All Natural Brewing Company, which is in Van Cleef, Ontario. Beyond the Pale Brewing Company, which is in the Westboro area of Ottawa. Bicycle Craft Brewery, which is in the Emville area. Broadhead, which is in the Nepean, Prince of Wales area. Broken Stick Brewing Company is in my end of town. They are in they're like just outside of Blackburn Hamlet, Ottawa, Montreal Road, just off of there in the business park. Castle Brewery is out in Castleman, Ontario. Mero is a great guy. Covered Bridge Brewing Company, I haven't been there yet. They're out in Stittsville. Dominion City Brewing Company, I've already seen. I've been there. They are in the industrial park, same area as Broken Stick, off of Montreal Road, Sheffield Road, Canatic Road, that area. Dominion City and Broken Stick are 2 minutes away from each other. Kishisipi Beer Company is in, like, I'll say Nepean because it's off for Carling. Square Timber Brewing Company, this is what I was talking about. I said Almont, but they're actually in Pembroke, so that's pretty far from my house. It's west, very west. So I don't know if I'll be able to get out there, maybe at some point. Whippersnapper Brewing Company, they are in Nepean and Bell's Corners, actually, to be honest with you. And Whitewater Brewing Company out in Forester Falls, which is fairly west, about an hour and 10 minutes from my house. There is a couple of that's pretty much all of the craft breweries that are open right now. The contract breweries that are in my area are B-Side Brewing Company. They brew out of Beau's, Van Cleef, Ontario. Hogsback Brewing Company. They brew out of Broadhead Brewing Company, which is in Nepean. And Turtle Island Brewing Company brews out of Broadhead as well. Breweries that are opening soon. Cartwright Springs is in Pakenham, Mississippi Mills, so like an hour away from my house. Mad Hatter Brewing Company is on Ottawa. I don't know where or whereabouts they're opening. It doesn't tell me. Reuben Brewing Company is opening up in Cornwall, which is about 45 minutes from my house, and it's kind of like southwest or southeast. Wallace Street Brewing Company, They are going to be brewing out of the basement of the Leuenberg pub, which is on Waller Street, which is like downtown Ottawa. Alright. The one that's not on here that is opening this weekend is Nita Brewing Company, and they're on Colonnade Road in Nepean. Brew pubs. So brew pubs are places where you buy beer and buy food. Ashton Brew Pub, which is in Ashton, Ontario, which is Carleton Place area, so it's about 45 minutes from my house. Big Rig Brewery is in Nepean, but they're also opening up, they already opened up in Canada, and they're opening up another one in Gloucester. Le Brassard de Temp is in Gatineau. Very good beer, very good food, just on the other side of the bridge, like it's by the old E.B. Eddie's, the toilet paper factory. Les Trois Brassards is in the Spark Street Mall. Lower Town Brewery, I already told you guys about that. That's York Street, which is the market area. Microbrasserie Bistro Gainsbourg is in Gatineau as well, and they have really good food and really good beer. Mill Street Brew Pub, you guys know about that. It used to be the old steakhouse, just before going. It's kind of just 2 minutes away from Parliament Hill, pretty much. The Clock Tower Brew Pub is off of Bronson, I believe. But they have lots of locations. The Clock Tower Pub has a location on Clarence Street. The Glebe, which is the one that we all know of because that's their original. New Edinburgh, which is kind of like the ritzy area of Ottawa between Vanier and Hull, Quebec, and Westboro. So there you have it, the brew pubs. So the best places to buy a craft pint, well, you know what, we won't worry about that because there's a lot, and my video's already like 5 minutes long because I read all that shit, so maybe I'll get to that after. Anyways, I'm going to be reviewing the beer from Broken Stick Brewery. This is their second beer, and that's the only two beers they make. They are working on a seasonal, I guess you would call it, which they'll bring out every 3 weeks or 3 months, I can't remember. This is their Socks and Sandals IPA, 6.2% ABV. Let's give her a pour. Alright, so it's pretty much the same color as the last one, maybe a little darker, and it's a beautiful, beautiful like red, ruby red, copper kind of color. Beautiful, beautiful one finger head. It's kind of an off-white head, tiny tight bubbles with larger bubbles at the top. You know, perfectly clear, you can see through it. Let's give it a smell, see what we think. Alright. A little bit more sweetness there. Like, there's caramel, there's toffee, there's like brown sugar, like burnt sugar. There's citrus, there's floral. Very, 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 very faint bit of pine. But that's about it. Not much more after that, actually, after that, guys. Cheers. Medium body, medium carbonation. This one has a lot more head than the pale ale, but I also poured it a lot more aggressively. Alright. You definitely know it's an IPA. There's a nice hop bite there, but not too much. I wouldn't say this is for the beginner IPA drinkers, maybe a little bit more advanced. Definitely white grapefruit, citrus, pine, that dirty dankness, earthiness. It's, me guessing, without reading the tag, which I already did read, but me guessing, I would say it's about a 6% beer and about 60 IBUs. So that's almost double of what their pale ale was. And again, like I said, they had lots of problems at the beginning when they first opened up. Like I said, I think they opened up in August, September. And they had lots of problems because their temperature controller was broken. So they had a lot of negative feedback for the beginning few months anyways. And they found out the problem, they worked on the problem, they got the problem fixed. So now their beer is good. It's not it's right there with the other craft breweries that I've reviewed recently, like Bicycle Craft Brewery, Domain City. They're fairly equal as in beer wise. Like, the beer itself is good, but it's not blowing my mind. It's an average beer. Which is perfectly fine because, you want the beer. You don't want the beer to be too aggressive that nobody will drink it, or, you're trying to pull in those newbies that are coming from macro beers. You're trying to pull them in, so you don't want something off the charts that these guys are like, whoa. Like, I have a friend of mine. I've been working at him. He used to drink Heineken and stuff like that, but now he's enjoying craft beer, but he still says there's a lot of flavor in craft beer. But I'm working on it, man. I'm converting my friends. So a lot of the breweries are doing that, which is fine because they need to make money to grow their business, which is perfectly fine, and they want beer that is drinkable to everybody. And you know what? A hophead would enjoy this beer, and there's a nice hopness to it, but they're not going to be ecstatic about it because it's a good IPA. I think, in my opinion, it has a little bit more bite than the Bicycle IPA. It was a Bicycle IPA. It was 6% ABV and 70 IBU. So they're very similar, actually. This one's 67 IBUs and 62, but this one feels like it's a little bit more bitter. And the Town and Country IPA was 7% ABV and 63 IBU, so definitely more aggressive than the Domain City Brewing Company beer. And out of those three breweries that I've just recently done, this one has the most hop kick, in my opinion, like that after kick. And it might be because of the hops they use. I'm pretty sure this beer has Columbus in it, like the Pale Ale did, and Cascade, Centennial. I'm pretty sure it's the same hops all around in both beers. Maybe the Pale Ale doesn't have Columbus, but I don't know. It's just my opinion. They're very similar in that hop characteristic, but the actual beer itself, this one's a little stronger in flavor than the Pale Ale, which is perfectly fine. And you know what? Support local. You want craft beer to be around for a long time, well, go out, support them, where they need your help. And it's a growing business. Like, there's so many craft breweries opening up, it's ridiculous. I wish I was rich, to be honest. I would open my own craft brewery, because I am a home brewer and I make fantastic beer. I have I have 12 recipes, and those 12 beers are the only 12 beers I ever make. Sometimes I'll get a little, experimental and try different, but I brew those 12 beers, and everybody that's drank them love them. And I just don't have the money to open up. I have the recipes, I have the enthusiasm, the passion, all of that stuff. I just don't have the money. And I have most of the parts from my electric brewing company, my electric brewing setup that I'm working on. But I'm in no rush because my induction stove is fantastic. It boils water like 20 minutes. I'm talking like 30 liters of water in 20 minutes. It's cold water. I don't put hot water. I use I turn the water on cold and use that. It takes 20 minutes to boil. So so 20 minutes to boil there, 20 minutes to get the wort up to boil. So that's 40 minutes. Wow. Usually with my old setup it was 6-hour days. Now I'm down to 3 to 4 hours making all grain. So it's definitely dank. It's definitely dank IPA. I'm not digging it, but it's not bad. There's this weird flavor that I'm picking out that I'm not fond of. It's not an off flavor. It's too dirty. That taste is too dirty. It's pretty much like a mud puddle with pine needles in it. It's kind of that taste I'm getting. But all in all, it's an IPA. The beer itself is drinkable and is good. I would buy it again. I would recommend you guys trying it just because it's local and it's different. But you know what? It's not fantastic. It's not blowing my mind. I've had many IPAs. I'm a stout and IPA guy, and this ranks there with normal IPAs. It's not blowing my mind. It's just an IPA, but it's that little bit of dirty, piney kind of characteristic, and that aftertaste is not digging me. Caramel, toffee, grapefruit, citrus, pine, dirty, earth. A little bit of floral character there, but mostly like a pine and mud. So, out of the two, the Pale Ale and the IPA, if you had to pick one, I'd go with the Pale Ale opposed to the IPA. But if you like IPAs and like that really hoppy dankness, then the IPA would be right up your alley. It's just there's a weird taste that I'm not digging. But other than that, the beer is perfectly fine. They did a fairly good job. They wanted to make an IPA. They are making an IPA. I just don't know if the hops make a perfect melody. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of Columbus hops, so, and I know for a fact that there's Columbus in this, but I do like Centennial, I do like Cascade, I do like Citra. I do like Chinook. I'm not a fan of Columbus. And Columbus is the prominent hop in this beer. I'm pretty sure they dry hop with like Cascade or Centennial. I can't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure he told me. But yeah, so there you have it, guys. Another beer from the Ottawa, Ontario area. It's local. It's convenient to somewhat. The thing is with a lot of these breweries that are opening up, their hours are not very good. Dominion City is open. Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, Broken Stick Brewing Company, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Bicycle Craft Brewery, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Big Rig's open all the time. Broadhead is open Broadhead's not open on Monday and Tuesday. I think they're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday as well. Castle Brewery is open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. I'm not sure if they changed their hours, though I haven't been out there for a while. Bose is open all the time. Kishisippy is open all the time. Whippersnapper, I'm not sure on the hours yet. I haven't checked, but I will be checking. Beyond the Pale, I think is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday as well, because they brew Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Covered Bridge, I'm not sure what their hours are. Haven't checked yet, but I will be checking soon. And yeah, so on and so forth. So I'm rambling on here. It's probably a 20-minute video, but whatever. Malt profile, you got some 2-row caramel crystal malts in there, maybe two styles. You've got some specialty malts in there, like a Carafoam, Carapils, hops, Columbus, Centennial, Cascades. Those 3 hops for sure. Columbus for sure. That's a for sure, because there's that taste. And there you have it, guys. So support local. If you're ever in the area, go check these guys out. They're a great group of guys. You know, this beer, the IPA, can use a little bit of work, but the pale ale is good. You know, there's some nice lacing on my glass, as you guys can see. So, you know, would I go there again? Yes. Would I buy their beer again? Yes. Would I recommend their beer? Yes. Just take the IPA with caution. You know, if you don't like that dirty dankness, hoppiness, then don't buy the IPA. Get the Tipsy Pale Ale. If you like that dirty, dank hoppiness, then get both of them, because I'm pretty sure that the same hops are in both beers. There might be one hop that is different, but for the most part, all the hops are the same. So there you have it, guys. So I'll be back sometime this week with another review on an Ottawa-based brewery. Oh yeah! I don't know when it will be. I'll probably go there Wednesday or Thursday, maybe Friday, depending on my work schedule. You know, Christmas is over, so my work schedule has decreased a bit. But Wednesdays I usually have to go out to the east, I'm in the east, like the far east, but I usually have to go to the east and do groceries and stuff like that. So I'll try and get out to the west at some point this week. Not 100% sure when. But all of the breweries that I have left to review in my area are all west. You know, so we got Beyond the Pale, Anita Brewing Company, Whippersnapper Brewing Company, and Covered Bridge Brewing Company, and Cartwright Springs Brewing Company, and Square Timber Brewing Company. So those 6 breweries are all west, and Square Timber is in Pembroke, Cartwright Springs is in Pakenham, Covered Bridge is in Stittsville, Whippersnapper is in Bell's Corners, and Beyond the Pale is in Westboro. So, you know, I'll do what I can do, and I'll be back with you guys later. Bye bye. Cheers. Please like, comment, subscribe. Leave any suggestions or ideas in the comments box, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.